welcome to the Ninja Legion. I am Cecil Blade.
I am P-Chan.
I'm Alora.
And welcome to our post E3 console wars.
Yes. So a lot of things actually happen. Oh my god, you need a violin. You really need a violin. Just someone just walk across the screen like, yes. Ominous.
Pretty much.
There's a lot that
There's
went
a
on.
lot we have to talk about.
There's a lot that went on, actually. As a Resident Microsoft guy, I was kind of happy, not impressed, but happy. Everything's happening in the future for us Xbox Elite.
Like,
so,
Pharrell happy?
Not quite.
Because wait.
Yeah, no. But a lot of the things we saw, we'd actually kind of knew about going into
about
E3.
it.
I mean, like, Battlefield Hardline looks great, but
We
Battlefield is Battlefield, so, you know.
It may
enjoy
look great, but will they have decent servers?
Yeah. Will I be actually able to play it?
Hopefully.
The big thing with Microsoft right now is the cross-platform, the Ubisoft controversy. Well, not really controversy.
Well, should we break down consoles first, then developers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I jumped into that one because it was first announced with Xbox, so I kind of
Well, okay. Well, we can dive into Ubisoft.
kind of ran into that first.
We'll dive into Ubisoft. We'll jump into consoles. We'll go back to the rest of them because, let's face it, Ubisoft's really not a good one this year.
Oh yeah.
Hey girl.
The big controversy is
Hey,
they showed the Assassin's Creed Unity, which takes place in during the French Revolution, where it's got like 4-player co-op where you can coordinate your
which I'm ready
assassinations.
to just kill everybody.
My body is ready, and it looks fantastic.
I'm gonna jump into your game and just be like, ha ha!
Yeah, stabbed you,
Ouch.
betrayal. He did it. I'm good. But the controversy stems from when asked why there were no female assassins. They said it would take too long
Lame.
to produce female characters.
Which is completely
Kind of a cop-out.
Yes and no. It depends on how you look at it. They're just taking basically the models they've used in the past for all the Assassin's Creeds and doing co-op with them.
True.
Yeah.
So it's a direct port over, to
True.
be perfectly honest. A female, you're going to have a completely different rendering house, completely different physics. 'Cause let's face it, the physics on the character in Assassin's Creed is pretty freaking good.
But again, if
Yeah.
you're porting over past characters, they already had a female character.
Yeah, but none of them had boobs. Different physics, jiggle
They
counter.
had an entire game, Liberation, with a female protagonist.
Yeah.
I didn't play that one.
The
We came up for the Vita.
Das Vita?
Yeah, and it's canon. They already have the framework for it.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a cop out. Even if you took
there's
her model.
also like all the different models of like the prostitutes.
Yeah, prostitutes and Black Flag. You had the female pirate.
Yeah, like
So-
there's
Okay, all right.
there's a
all
ton
right,
of
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. I agree with you. This
You know
cop
what?
out.
If you had said
I was trying to defend them,
you
and
tried. Well, the thing
as
is,
a part of the wars, I have to try to defend.
You have to try.
and
Valiant effort.
I can
but
understand them saying it, but the answer was
They
the
didn't-
most pathetic
They didn't
answer.
want to take the time to come up with anything new.
And just
is
say
really
that.
all it was.
But
They're just
to
like,
say
eh.
it would take too long.
No.
Now they said something like, "Well, at the time, like women weren't
They'll
a big
probably
part of
have.
society." I could have believed it.
No. I'm sorry. This is how everything will be answered. DLC.
download your female character pack. She has got a point.
Yeah, that's true.
They got the biggest complaint. That'll be the first
That'll
DLC
be the
they
first
launch.
one.
DLC they do, and it's garbage.
But they'll expand because then they'll have different dresses for the female characters that
Yep.
you could DLC.
Yep.
Well, the worst part about
Boom.
this, they said it,
I
and
win.
then they were just like,
She does. Point to Alora.
"Yeah, I just." Ubisoft said it, and they were like, "Shh, crap. We shouldn't have said that." And then they just tried to backpedal. They're like, we don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
PR says we can't talk about it. It's clearly an issue, but we're not going to talk about it.
You can imagine the PR people watching the show, and when they said that, and they go,
Why did I do that?
Total facepalm. You
All right.
you can't.
That reminds me of a Robin Williams sketch, and the lawyers are at HBO going.
Yeah. Well, in Ubisoft's defense, though, their games are really diverse. I mean, the first game took place in the Middle Eastern. You played a Middle Eastern man. And
Yeah.
you've played as a Native American. You've played as a half French, half.
Please say your earlier statement because that would be great right about
She's
now.
a half African, half French. You also have
Sorry.
what European? Like they've covered the bases. At one point, you even had you've had 2 black assassins.
Yes, you
the
have.
guy who trained Connor Kenway in 3,
Yeah.
and then Adewale from 4, who is Edward Conway's first mate.
Yeah.
Who becomes assassin later. So I mean, there is diversity in Ubisoft, and I think people freaking out about there not being any female models is all predicated by them just coming up with a piss poor excuse.
To get an Ubisoft.
True, but it makes good publicity because at this point, like, every time something happens, people flip out. They complained about Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, the portrayal of her, and I'm like, she was one of the strongest female characters I've ever seen in a video game. It made perfect sense, and I enjoyed playing as it.
I'm ready for round 2.
The Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah, I'm ready
Oh,
for it.
yeah. That's another one they debuted.
Random slide snippet of that. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't even played the first remake yet.
Oh, it's, yeah. The Halo.
So tell me how you thought about the redux of The Last of Us.
That's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Raspberries.
We knew it was coming.
We're gonna
though.
melt those teats.
We already
Oh,
knew it
yeah.
was coming. It was just when they didn't have it on the PlayStation 4, it was a controversy. Like,
True.
how can you not have this on the new console? And then they were like, here you go.
Yeah. Oh, you want to give us more money? Okay, cool. Like what? Really?
Here you go.
And they're just making money, just counting their money. Destiny, the alpha came out,
Yeah.
and I actually got to play it this past week, and I loved it. It screams Halo. There is nothing terribly original about it, but I liked Halo, and it's like MMO. You just go places and shoot everything that doesn't look like you, and I'm like, I'm okay with that. Literally, just here. There's a wide open space. Shoot
Go.
everything.
Here's something that looks like a BR, operates like a BR, but we don't call it a BR.
Yeah, and I just, for 3 straight hours, just shot things. And it was magnificent. And we're talking things I'd never seen out of nowhere. I was shooting aliens, and it's like, random encounter, destroy this thing in 3 minutes. I'm like, I'll shoot this. Like it's essentially a scarab dropped out of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge. And they're like,
Enjoy that.
just shoot it. You're a level 6. It's like a 14, but good luck. You and 3 of your friends are here. And it was just raining death down on us, but it was an enjoyable experience. I look forward to it, but it's basically open-ended Halo.
Final Fantasy Halo.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my.
Speaking of Halo, the Halo anniversary, not anniversary,
The remasters.
yeah, the remasters. They releasing what 1, 2, 3, and
4.
4 on one disc.
Yeah.
And then they did the debut trailer for Halo 5 called Guardians, where you don't play as Master Chief, and they're stressing the crap out of that, which makes me believe at some point you will play as Master Chief.
At some point.
And it looks
Hey guys.
pretty. They didn't show
he
any
was over
gameplay.
here.
Yeah,
Go play him.
exactly. He's disappeared again. They also did a lot of Tom Clancy stuff debuted.
I'm just ready to throw up everywhere with Mirror's Edge too.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft.
Oh, I was so happy
I'm
to see
ready.
which
that.
apparently isn't a sequel; it's a prequel.
I'm so
I don't-
ready to.
I'm getting
care.
real
just-
tired of them doing that.
Yeah, but I loved Mirror's Edge. You
Mirror's
remember
Edge was
me
great.
playing?
Oh yeah, Cecil played a lot of Mirror's
Pissed
Edge.
out of that.
I threw up the first time.
You did
Yeah,
fail a
yeah.
lot.
I
No splat.
I expect this one to make me throw up as well. I was like, oh, this is.
I have a feeling the evil within's gonna do that to me.
No, I'm just gonna squeeze.
I watched the trailer. I'm like, oh, look, I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I can play this by myself.
I will say the game that surprised me the most at E3 because I thought it was going to be something else, and it turned out to be like Parasite Eve was Order 1886.
Oh, that looks interesting.
I was sitting there
Looks
going,
interesting.
I thought it was going to be like something else, and then it went like Parasite Eve type of weird and I was like, ooh, I'll play this.
I think I could do this on
I
a
can
regular
do this.
basis. Tom Clancy released gameplay trailers for 2 of their games. The Siege, which follows after Patriots was shut down, where basically you play like a SWAT team. The gameplay trailer they had, and again, that's from Ubisoft, is where you basically a 5-man squad and you breach a home where a woman's being held hostage, and then you have to rescue her. And I was reading online at one point, I think someone from Kotaku was like, so why is the person being held hostage a woman? And Ubisoft was like, nah, we don't want to talk about this. Then The Division, which is like an I won't say an MMO, an open-ended world where you team up with your friends, and like a plague after a bunch of the United States has been wiped out by a super flu in America, and you play in like dystopian America, but you play with your friends. It's like a third-person, over-the-shoulder, squad-based
But
game.
I will have to say, though, we've also known about all of this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
but
a year.
the one thing those 2 games better come with is a collector's tribute edition to the man himself.
To Tom Clancy.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. Who's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
So
that would be amazing.
hell to the yeah. I would love to see that.
Yeah. So console wars.
Yeah.
I think I follow Laura when she said earlier before the show started. Nintendo wins.
I win.
They
Yes.
win. They gave us everything we wanted, and I'm super excited.
Although I will have to say, as far as the console repaints, the white PlayStation 4
The white PlayStation
looks
4.
awesome.
It ain't exactly
I just
original though,
hope-
because they did that with the PS3.
I hope
I
it doesn't
understand
get
it.
dirty like everything else does.
True.
Though.
You know the funny thing is,
we're nerds. We don't
they
clean.
really haven't talked about any of that for the Xbox. All the other series are like customizable as hell, and then they're just like, no, it's black now. Just okay.
You know it's coming. We all know it's coming at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh, so what about them announcing that the is now sold connectless?
That's kind of a slap in the face to all of us who bought it within the launch week, and they told us it would never come without the Kinect because the Kinect is integral to the experience. And
I
suddenly they're like, oh
mean-
yeah, by the way, it doesn't come with one now.
I won't lie. I love talking to my Xbox.
My Xbox
I'm like volume up,
is
volume down.
like a cat.
Pause.
It doesn't listen to
Stop.
dick, I say.
Do you have a fan on?
No. It just since the firmware update we got about a month ago,
It just hates you.
it hates me. Like
Okay.
before then, it worked pretty well. Like myself and
I'm
Captain,
good.
but now I'm like pause. It's like no.
You go to your settings.
I might
and-
have to retune
Yeah,
it. But
retune
it
it.
only happened since the software update.
It's even better is that I'll sit down, we'll watch anime or Netflix for 2 hours, and then I'll go to turn it off, and I go, "Oh, hi, Captain."
Yeah, he's been sitting in front of it for 2 hours. Is like he gets up to turn it off. Like, hi,
Mine
Captain,
has-
how you doing?
Mine has trouble, like, because it has the whole, infrared and scanners and the 3 scanners or whatever the heck it has. And if the lighting isn't on proper in my room, it's just like, I don't know who
you are.
And then all of a sudden it'll be like, boop, boop, hey,
Once the light
Laura.
comes on,
And I'm just like, man,
we haven't figured out.
don't you know me by now?
We haven't figured out the hand controls yet. Every now and then,
Really?
someone will be like scratching themselves or
it'll
something, and,
pop
like
up.
hands. And we're like, oh, clap your hands together, see what it does, and it does nothing, and it goes back to what.
Is
it was
that your
doing.
favorite game when you're watching TV?
Yes.
Uh,
We saw the hands. Do stuff. We can't turn it on.
Is that randomly like the toasty coming in?
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
PlayStation Now's PlayStation TV.
yeah, I'm not too.
Nobody is.
I'm not too. I mean, because
With that.
you have Amazon Fire,
Right.
or TV Fire, or whatever the
It's
hell you're going to
Fire.
call it.
Fire TV.
Apple TV, they're all the same price point, $100.
Yep.
The only attractive thing out of all those platforms is I can take my Vita and play it on the PlayStation television.
It's true. I mean, it's.
But other than
I'll
that,
finally have something
there
to do with my
was
Vita?
nothing announced for the Vita.
Nothing.
which people kind of got upset about.
I did.
Nothing.
It's very true. Nobody. Sony keeps dropping the ball in such a way that they're almost laughing. They're like, nah, we're Sony. People will buy our products.
The only thing that I enjoyed from Sony is Uncharted 4.
Yes.
That's it.
A thief's end?
Like, that's the
called?
only thing that I was like, hey.
How you doing?
But
then I
again,
was like,
they didn't
wait,
show any gameplay.
where's anything else?
Yeah. He wakes up, it's him and Sully talking about how he needs to get back into the game.
Damn.
Nathan's clearly older, and he's like, I need this job. He goes, it's dangerous. And they're just like, yeah. Uncharted 4. And I'm like, okay, but...
You know it's going to be amazing. Shush.
It is. I mean, and to be honest with you, it's one of the few games you don't have to show me gameplay or actual in-game for me to be like, I'm going to buy it. It's Uncharted.
That's how I felt with most of this honestly, this E3, and it's the same for every time we have consoles that come out and then E3 happens. It's nothing. It's nothing. Like, everything I knew, I was just like, I know about that. I was already going to buy that.
Yeah.
I know about that. I was already going to buy that.
But I feel like that's kind of a cop-out.
that.
I mean, you got to show me something. Like, no one can tell me this is
every time. Every time a new console comes out. It's just like, oh, hey, look at all the cool stuff it can do. Oh, wait, 5 more years.
Wait till the end of its lifespan
Well,
for
no,
it to actually try
the
it.
general trend you saw with both consoles, which were rushed, there's no arguing that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Because, what?
No, I can't. You can't argue
yeah.
with that.
And,
I'm agreeing for once.
Ba, ba, ba.
And now they come a year later, and we still won't see them until the end of this year, the start of next year.
True.
Yep.
It'll be
Is that
Christmas
even though
or
you
spring.
rushed the consoles, the developers couldn't jump the gun.
No. Nope. That's a huge price loss.
Not at all.
That's a huge loss for them if they screw up.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you go to the Xbox One's marketplace right now, I mean, I own an Xbox One. It's barren. I mean, it's like 2 pages. You scroll once, scroll over, and how many of them are multi-platform? Most of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just bought Wolfenstein. It's not a bad game, but I'm like, I've had the game for console for 7 months, and I'm just staring at stuff. Like, I've played just about everything on it, and I'm just
Waiting.
You're
waiting for that.
Yeah, but at least now that you can watch Netflix without gold.
True. I still can't get Crunchyroll, though, so I'm pissed off at that.
My thing is I'm curious, is just like Microsoft, when the Xbox 360 came out, we had so many games to play. What happened this time?
They jumped the gun.
Like, just...
Nobody wanted to be the last out of the gate, and then when they did it,
They,
no one
they,
had
they
anything.
both suffered.
It's
mean,
just crickets everywhere.
Think about it this way. Nintendo developers said they're not developing anything for Nintendo, generally, because why? Microsoft keeps telling us all this cool crap they have in the pipeline,
and they never
produce it. Sony's going, well, we're Sony, and just staring back and seeing what everyone else does so they can try to jump the gun.
Which is why Nintendo has won. They give me what I want.
Nintendo's
Now,
like,
granted,
here's games.
Now, hang on. Nintendo gives you what you want. We will say that for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Single player experience.
For the last year and a half, they have had million quarter losses.
They have.
So what is going on? If the gamers... Obviously, Nintendo's doing the right thing, but they're losing money. So what's happening?
Because we live in a society where if you don't have online play or mainly online play, multiplayer play, nobody cares. But the problem is, who plays multiplayer games like that anymore? I mean, I'll buy a game for a single player experience, and you have to get me with the single player experience before I play the multiplayer. But you only play it so long as the next thing doesn't come out. Call of Duty, you play that one until the next Call of Duty comes out. Halo, you play that till the next one comes out.
Let me ask you something. Did you own an Atari?
Yes.
Did you own a Nintendo?
Yes.
A Genesis?
Yes.
A Super Nintendo?
No. I went to PlayStation.
You were judgment.
PlayStation? Even PlayStation 2?
Yes.
Okay. Pray tell, did any of them have online?
No. But we're not the ones buying consoles. Well, we're not.
What
What
happened?
What is it?
Is what I'm trying to get at.
What is it they always say? The game industry is like the movie industry. You're not trying to bring back your existing customers.
You're trying to have Disney buy them.
boom
You're,
again.
you're trying to pull in new customers because you know the nerd's gonna bitch and moan, but he's still gonna buy it.
Well, that's what nerds do. We
Yeah,
complain.
about everything.
And then we still buy it. We're still going to do it. Regardless of, they could smack us in the face, push our dog over a cliff, and crash our car. And at the end of the day, we're saying, I'm still buying a new Metal Gear Solid. Hideo Kojima's famous for it.
Yeah, did you notice the trailer he showed on it? It had to have his name on it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
If I have to hear
you
another Hideo
self-righteous-
Kojima production, he shows it like 8 or 9 times. And then he never shows us anything. It's like, show me gameplay of this. He's like, ho, ho, ho. Solid Snake has a hat. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, ho, ho, ho. He's in a box. And then Hideo Kojima just making it rain and laughing hardcore in the background like, ha, ha, I can do anything I want.
Okay, but
He's a Bond villain now.
he
hey,
really is.
you develop games long enough to become the villain.
Yeah, true.
But the indie games, we did see gameplay.
Yes.
Yes.
We did see everything we wanted. That's where it's at now. It's indie games.
Do I actually win an argument? I've been saying that for, 3 years? Indie games are
I've
where
never
things...
disagreed with you except Bastion. I couldn't get into
Bastion was
it.
fantastic.
I
The
played.
music was amazing.
I played Bastion.
The
I
new one,
liked
they
it.
just released another game.
I love
What,
the
Frequency?
music.
No, what is
Not
that?
Frequency.
I just don't want my
I
life
don't know the name.
narrated.
Yeah,
I don't.
I enjoyed that.
I'm sure you
While
did as a
we're
writer.
quickly talking about Frequency because you brought it up, how bad did the Harmon X fail go on Kickstarter?
Oh wow, it was
It's
bad.
like,
Yeah.
oh, the kids just aren't on acid anymore.
I really just wanted to, Smash Brothers fail. And the sad part is, I was rooting for it. I wasn't gonna give them my money.
Yeah,
But I
that's
was
the thing
rooting
is,
for it.
you were rooting for it, but you weren't willing to contribute,
No,
and that's where it failed.
the funny part is my
If they go,
girlfriend.
hey, here's something called Band Rock, I'd have probably invested
Yeah,
in that.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
My girlfriend was actually really excited about it. She put on her Twitter. I was like, "You're young. It's
It ain't
not
gonna happen.
at all." But thanks for playing. No, it's where we live right now. Like us older gamers are like, I'm not buying that. The younger gamers are like, I'll buy it because the kid next to me wanted it and the kid other him wanted it. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
I got bills and whatnot. Unless you can give me a decent experience, that's $60. You know what that buys? Other stuff.
Yeah.
There's two things that stood out to me at E3. One, the loneliest section at E3 was Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
Eh.
You know why? You know who's playing Minecraft?
The 7-year-olds.
And hipsters.
So, how far you come in your Minecraft?
No, I watched Model D play it for hours, and he tried to get me into it, and I sat there for about an hour watching him. I'm like, what's
See,
the point?
That's what I don't
There's
get.
no point.
If
Like,
if I
can't
want to play Minecraft, I will go dig up my old Legos
Yeah.
and play with
and
them.
play with them.
I mean, I have a bucket full
Of
Legos.
Same here. But I never see.
That's more fun.
And I think
than
my problem
anything else.
with a lot of games now is like, I'm like, what's the point? Well, there's no point. You build stuff in this world, and then do you win? Well, no, you never really win. Then I'm not playing it.
Yeah. I mean, with RPGs, just for example, if it doesn't have a good story, I don't care anymore. I'm
Child,
just like,
Child of Light. Have you played that yet?
mm-mm.
It was the first RPG I've played since Legend of Dragoon that I got invested in. And when it ended, I was like, wait, what? No, I got my skill tree is not finished. Like, there's so much more ass kicking I have left. Like, plus 5 to attack. I can use that. And it's like, no, that's it. And I'm like, and I really do think Xbox owners are starved for a decent RPG experience.
We need a good
Right
one.
now,
Well,
unless you're
that's
playing a
Sony's-
Nintendo peripheral.
That is Sony's bracket, though.
And Nintendo.
They're-
Even Nintendo has, for the DS, decent RPGs.
Yeah.
They're the only
Yeah.
ones doing. Microsoft seems to be the only platform right now who is staunchly looking at all of the RPG players and going, I don't care about you. I don't care about you.
You ready?
We have first-person shooters.
Or sports.
What
Yeah.
country is
Car.
what country is Microsoft from?
America.
What country is Sony and Nintendo from?
Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah.
I
That is why.
But I enjoy a well-done RPG, and Child of Light was a really good RPG experience. Tactically, and it worked.
Well, don't worry. You'll have your RPG experience. Destiny is coming.
I get levels for shooting things in the face. That's American as hell, and I enjoyed it.
I'm really surprised Destiny's coming to Xbox.
Well, you know how much Bungie hates Microsoft, so
Yeah.
I'm
But I'm
not.
surprised Microsoft would allow that.
I'm sure Microsoft was just like, give me that money.
They
True.
like money. No, that's
Give
essentially
me
what it is. They could
that
hate
money.
Bungie to the end of days, but you know what they really want? Like money, and that's why they'll do it.
Okay, so randomly, I need to talk about the other three that I
Yeah.
have to go. Littlebigplanet 3.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
just so excited.
I'm excited.
I love Little Big Planet, but for me, it's like a 2-week sex fest.
Really?
I mean, I never pick it up again.
I'm like, hey.
You mean like Titanfall?
Hey, you coming
I'm
over?
still playing Titanfall. I'm like a level 8.
You wanna,
Prestige.
You want to play Littlebigplanet?
Sure. Don't get me wrong. I love Little
you
Big Planet,
doing?
but for me,
That's
it's
all
like,
I do.
for the
I'm
first
just
2 or
like,
3
hey,
weeks, I'm
take this
really
controller.
excited, and then after that, I'm just kind of like,
Oh, that makes me sad.
well, I find it later.
Good.
Like later, I'm like,
You should.
why did I ever stop playing?
I mean,
this?
hitting people with a frying pan is where it's at. Like
Or pimp
every
smacking
time,
people.
just like, yay!
I'm like, yes, this is what I live
Did
for.
I just throw you off that and you got killed?
It is the
Run
greatest game
away.
for betrayal.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it
It's
is.
fantastic.
Cecil and I used to play it. I'm like, raise the platform, thanks. And I jump on. He's like, raise it. He's like, you shouldn't have taken that sticker. And I'm just burning up.
And then he's that's a lot of fire.
Great.
He's like, you shouldn't have taken my sticker. And just fades into the darkness. I'm like, this is some Game of Thrones crap going on
It
right
is.
now.
It's fantastic. So I'm ready
That's
for
what I'd like to
that.
see in Little Big Planet. Game of Thrones
I'm
characters.
sure there will be a someone will make that, and then
Yes.
we'll play it online, and then I will be
I'm
like,
completely okay with
everywhere.
that.
Body.
Calling the
Then-
Starks.
Then I can't wait. But even though I knew about it before E3, I still can't wait for Far Cry 4. I loved Far Cry 3. I'm ready for 4.
I like Far Cry 3 and I own it. My only problem was the same problem I have with most sandbox games.
I'm ready.
At a certain point, I lose interest because there's just
I normally do,
So
but
much.
every time I ran around and then a tiger like killed me, and I was like, revenge. Every tiger will die.
see. I was
by
that
my
guy.
hand.
I would take over camps with tigers. I would literally bait a tiger, lead him into the camp, and then climb up on something tall and watch him butcher the entire camp.
It's fantastic.
And then when he wandered away, I'm like, flag, mine. That was what I did. I'm like, baiting the tiger, run away from the tiger, get on top of a box. He murders everyone. I'm like, sniper rifle, kill the tiger, get down, raise a flag. I'm like, this is mine.
I win.
Yeah, it was the best thing ever. They actually had a webcomic about it. Like, there's you let the tiger out of the cage and he murders everyone, and then you like go down to the character runs down to the camp, and they show the tiger in Humvee with like his arm around
Yes.
like a Humvee full of chicks. I was like, with air aviators on. I was like, that's right. The tiger
It
wins
is.
everything.
The tiger is Far Cry. The tiger is where it's at. And then I also from last year, I can't wait for Sunset Overdrive. It looks like
Crack.
yes.
From Insomniac Games,
I'm ready.
and they show gameplay.
I'm ready.
I could play that for hours, drunk.
If you don't know what it is, you have roller shoes. Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
What the
Grind
heck?
shoes.
Grind? Are they grind shoes?
They're grind shoes.
Okay.
I'm just ready to like when he's on
Honestly,
that roller coaster
when he
track and then picks up the rocket launcher and is like boo 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 boo. I was like hee.
This is
I mean, it is literally. I have to agree with G Rage. It is literally Tony Hawk and
a third person shooter.
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
yeah.
That is what it is.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that.
It's ridiculous. And you know what?
But
And
it needs to come out.
it's
like
Insomniac
now.
Games. And Insomniac Games always puts out good stuff. They did what? Ratchet and Clank.
Mhm.
Yep. Mm-mm.
Why am I skipping on anything else they've done? They did
Warhawk.
no. Not Invasion. What was the game?
We
It
know
was
it,
it
all.
was a launch title for the PS3.
Resistance.
Resistance. Thank you. Couldn't think of it. Because they always do really good weapons like the auger,
Mm.
and none of the other ones I can think of.
I'm ready. I'm
I'm
ready
ready.
for Sunset.
Oh, yeah.
Overdrive. It needs to.
All right. Well, one more thing.
Yeah.
because we do agree that Nintendo won. So what do you think about Pac-Man in Smash Brothers?
Throw some more money in the fire. I mean, you have Sonic, you have Mega Man, you have Mario, and you have Pac-Man.
So let me get. You have now Capcom, Namco, Konami, because they're all the three bigs.
True.
Nintendo and all their
Let's
fleet.
say Solid Snake. That's Konami. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a party.
It's. I wonder who else is gonna
No,
jump
no.
in that.
I know what it is. You know, game company's on its last leg
Yeah.
when they
They
send their lead character to the retirement home of Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
If you're on Smash Brothers, you're dying.
You're dying. You're gone.
It's true.
But I can't wait for Smash Brothers.
Neither can I.
I really hope that they do like the intro. I was talking to about someone. I hope every reveal like of the characters is on like a side DVD just so
Yeah.
we can watch it all over again. Like, oh yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah.
We should have that.
So Mario, Luigi, Zelda, Star Fox is in the retirement home, but
Actually, they're bringing it back.
They're bringing back.
no, I'm just saying, but all of them are in the retirement home.
No,
That's
if you're-
Nintendo's franchise.
Yeah.
If you're coming in from outside,
Yeah.
Oh,
Konami,
If you ain't from
Namco,
Nintendo and you're on Smash Brothers,
Capcom,
you're on your way out.
You're on your way
I'll
out.
give you.
Yeah, you're on your way out.
Wrap it up,
Absolutely.
B.
I thought you were gonna break into Sandstorm.
I was.
I'm
had to
just
stop
saying,
myself.
I'm ready for Nintendo's lineup.
Yeah, I am too. I'm actually
There
really
was
considering
not one
switching.
that I was like,
No.
Well, because
I need it all.
ultimately I'm still on the fence on Xbox One, PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my PC. But Nintendo, on the other hand, when we went to MagFest, that was what? Mario Brothers,
Yeah.
freaking Rayman, and soccer.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and all
They're
these
trying
other,
hard.
Yep.
and the new Zelda.
Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a girl? Have you seen that speculation? Is Link a girl this round?
Oh.
Yeah, I saw
Well,
that.
initially they were saying it wasn't Link, and now they are saying it's Link.
It's a
so.
little feminine on the feminine side.
Just smidge.
Yeah.
Just smidge.
It was a little.
I'm gonna say it'd be a good twist if it was.
What a twist!
What's a twist?
Princess Zelda.
If it was Zelda and Link's child.
That would.
That
yeah,
would be a twist.
that
I
would
mean,
be-
the fact that he finally got some, that would
Yeah,
be a
exactly.
twist.
Now my hero.
What?
He is
Wait
unfortunately
a
the one that gets to
second.
suffer the biggest.
Wait
Somebody's
a
been suffering from the
minute.
old blue balls for
Yeah,
a couple
law-
centuries now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like Mario even has, baby Mario, baby Luigi. There's reasons for that.
True.
Yeah.
Poor.
I can't get with Peach. I get with Aurora, and we know Daisy's a whore.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for our post E3, our console wars, so to speak. And yes, Alora has won.
Nintendo.
She has won once again.
Yeah. I'm Cecil.
I'm Peach-Chan.
I'm Alora.
We are the Ninja Legion. Have a good night.